Greetings guys, Cowman here, and welcome to episode 148 of Minecraft Alpha 1.17. So in this video we haven't got so much as for shotgun, but we do have quite a lot to reveal. So you may have noticed if you looked on episode 146 that I did some terraforming, and since then, well, I've done a lot more terraforming. So basically what I've done here is basically all of this land that was here was all cut back by me, obviously, by hand, all by myself, doing while watching some stuff on Disney Plus. No plug on there, to be honest though. And yeah, basically, I've now expanded these arches all the way across, and yeah, overall it's quite useful actually, because it means that there's an easy way of getting up here. And also, what's good about doing these arches is that I can sort of build like retail units inside of these or other things. Like in one of them, on the castle itself, I've got a minecart station, and yeah, I could probably have another minecart station on here eventually as well. That's kind of what I want to do. Is I kind of want to expand the minecart system, so there's a branch coming down here. So yeah, I think that might be really useful in the future. And also, I've also got a new station I'm going to reveal as well, because I've added a new station onto the line, and that's what we're going to ride to right now. Try and make sure I don't actually reveal it. So let's quickly just go down here. I'm going to need a minecart, and yeah, let's go. Yeah, so this bit I think is exactly the same as you've seen it before. A little bit slow though. Yeah, no, it's not really efficient, an efficient system, and yeah, in many ways, like I can only really see me using it if I'm like, you know, going through the section and not like starting from this section, but yeah. Yeah, so basically that's where the second branch would go, by the way. And we're not done on here, so what we need to do first, after I push this down a bit, is we need to continue. And yeah, then as soon as we're coming up to the surface, then you'll see exactly what it is I've built. And yeah, you can always see. So basically here, this is a second station, and I think I'm going to call this one Pier, after the pier that's basically right outside it. And yeah, this one's generally all above ground, and yeah, it's quite useful. So basically there's two platforms here, pretty simple stuff in all honesty. And you can also go down here, this is basically where the minecart is stored. And when I'm right outside here is Pier, which is my pier that I built like ages ago. And yeah, look at it anyway, because it's quite nice here. And also we're going to need to do a little bit of fishing, because this relates to what we're going to be doing in this particular episode. So, quickly just wait for that bobber to go down. Oh, I think I slightly missed it though. Let's actually do it from up here actually, because that's what that platform's intended for. So, right down out here. Oh, let's do it from here then. Get a slightly better view as well, I think. So, I need to wait for it to go down. Should be a bit quicker though because it's raining. There we go. Got one fish. Yes, and yeah, I think most fishing now will probably do our video, but yeah, that basically is an indication to what we're going to be building. And so in this video, we are going to be building a fish and chips restaurant, or just fish right now. I probably will add chips in when like we're at 1.4, which is when potatoes were added to the game, but for now it's just fish. Yes, and yeah, it's going to be quite useful for my cats, which I haven't thought of a name for yet, and I would still like you to basically leave some suggestions. It's just that there weren't any name suggestions on the last video, so you have another video to do this in, and I'll probably try and reveal the name in the next video. So yeah, make sure you leave a name suggestion in the comments below. Anyway, so quickly make sure I've got everything I'm going to need. I think so. Yeah, I think we'll get out of this particular station because going all the way back is probably a bit of a waste of time. Right, so quickly just dump this minecart back in this one. And we're not going to be building this on the island, we're going to be building it over here. And we're actually going to be building it where my minecart station used to be. If you've watched my videos for a little while, then you may actually remember that I used to have a minecart station right here. Yeah, basically, you can actually still see some of the columns from the tracks actually. If I quickly just hop onto here. Yes, basically where these like logs are. This was basically where like the old levitated track was, and you can kind of see some over there. And it's basically because I built that station and then connected up to the old track, it just wasn't needed anymore, so I got rid of it. Yeah, and now we're going to be using this land for a nice little restaurant. So first of all, let's quickly get rid of these two things that are here. We can just move these over to this side. And so for the most part, we're going to be making this out of jungle wood. Kind of when I was like designing this thing, I kind of wanted to use as many new things as possible. So yeah, I thought that was quite nice. So first of all, we need to make sure this is 10 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's right, and it needs to be 14 long. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. We will be adding another room here, but I'll explain a little bit more about that when it comes close to the time when we're building this bit. And then we need to loop it back in here. Actually, this is where there is going to be a doorway eventually, so we are going to leave that as gap. And I know we're not going to get this completed in this video because I probably don't have enough jungle wood on me, but we can see how much we can do. So I think then there's going to be two entrances here, which is basically going to be like mostly an exit, but like could also be used as an entrance to start. And one here, which is where the queue is going to start. Because there is going to be a bit of a queue in this room, because I kind of want to make it sort of a bit more realistic place. So first of all, we need to make sure this is 5 and 6 here. Yes, this looks fine. Actually, is that 7? No, it's 6, thank goodness. And this is actually where there's going to be a doorway, so we're going to leave that. Actually, hang on, no, this is wrong actually. There doesn't need to be this here, because this is actually made out of planks. So let's quickly just make these all into planks here. It's still the right proportion, I think, so do it like this. There we go. And then basically here, this is where sort of sort of the stand is going to be. Where basically like there's going to be like a person behind there, and by person I mean, well, basically it's going to be a machine. Who's going to basically fire out food. Yeah, I mean, I've got quite an interesting design for that, and you'll see that in the next video probably. So there we go. So I think we should have enough glass on me. We need to at least start building this. So it needs to be like this, and then it needs to go up this, and this layer is going to be 3 blocks high, because the top layer is actually going to be made out of sort of planks, just because I didn't really want to have too many logs around. So yeah, we are going to need to make all these into planks in a minute. But first of all, we need to place all the planks that all the logs that we do need to place. So then it's going to be like this. Then it's going to take the 3 logs, then 3 of these, and there we go. And we are also going to have these here. You know, this is actually not going to lead out and be like facing outside. So basically, what we are going to do is we're going to have like a sort of room here, which is actually going to sort of retain this water feature, and it's basically going to be where you do fishing from. Oh, and I probably also won't have a roof on this section, and so that way, if it's raining, then you get the advantage as well with, you know, the rain increasing chances of fish coming out. So there we go. So what I need to do now is I'm actually going to go back to the house, and I'm actually going to get a bit more glass, because I left a stack of sand smelting, so that should all be done by now, hopefully. There we go, a full stack of glass. And let's quickly make 16 glass panes. There we go. So, quickly get back over here. And let's quickly finish off all this facade. And then we'll probably do the roof, and then we'll do the flooring. And then the other stuff we'll probably do in the next episode. So I think we'll probably stop the planes around here. So there we go. And now what we need to do is we just need to place these logs all the way back round. And yeah, then that's all the logs we're going to need. Although I think we might need to go and find some more though. Fortunately, I do have some trees that are ready. And so what I probably could do is necessarily I could cut the video and just chop down a few more trees and then resume. Oh, look at that, it's actually got exactly enough though, so never mind. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to do the roof. And we're going to basically do a pretty simple roof. It's just going to be made out of jungle planks. I know this is a little bit unelegant, but, you know. Also, there will be a decorative feature there on there, which we'll probably be building probably in a few videos' time. Oops, not like that though. And yeah, we are actually going to need to chop down some trees actually, because we're not going to have planks to do this. See how far we can get around. There we go, that's all we can do. What we can do though right now is I can actually do the flooring, and so quickly make a pair of shovels. Actually, hang on, never mind. Actually, I've still got a stone one on me. Generally, I do prefer to use stone ones for this because generally, like, you know, if I'm doing stuff like that might require a lot of stuff to remove, then I personally think it's better to use stone for that unless you have like colossal amounts of iron, which I do not have, and generally iron I'd rather save for stuff I really need it for. And by the way, actually, this cobblestone, this is actually like all basically stuff I used when I was filling in the hole that was created from the blast when I got rid of the station. I think it's in episode 143 if you want to see that. Basically what I did is I basically to destroy that station, I basically used some TNT. I thought that might be a bit more fun than just, I don't know, just breaking it down. And yeah, obviously that did leave a bit of a hole, so that's why there's cobblestone there. I'm not sure actually we are going to have enough yellow wool here. Either way, there's only actually going to be yellow wool in this particular room, and because this room is actually going to have a slightly different pattern. And I don't think I'll be able to fully make it there in this video, but I could try a little bit. But what I am going to need to do first is I'm actually going to have to go all the way over to the east wing, which is actually where I'm smelting a load of stone right now. So yeah, let's quickly go over here. Now I'll try and at least do a sample of what the floor is going to look like. So there we go. And basically we're actually going to be making that out of stone slabs. So yeah. I think we will have enough of these, so hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And we're also going to be making that out of sandstone, and I'm pretty sure we won't have enough to complete the thing in this video, but we can see how much we can do. So, we make sure it's everything. I think so, but what we will do quickly first is I'm actually going to quickly cut down one of those jungle trees. It's just so we can actually do a bit more work here. And because this might be a tiny bit boring, what I might do is I'm actually going to cut this out so you don't have to see me just, well, boringly chopping down a tree. So, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so welcome back. So, I've now got 40 more pieces of wood. Well, jungle wood to be precise. And so, yeah, all ready to be now made into a nice bit of a roof. So, yeah, this is kind of what it's going to look like from this angle. Although it will look a little bit different on this angle eventually. And, yeah, see that, well, you'll just have to wait and see, I'm afraid. But it is kind of interesting, so hopefully it should be interesting to see. Okay, so there we go. We also do need to do the same thing in this room, so we will very quickly do that. Might just actually, should I deal with this bit? Let's do this bit right now as well. So very quickly I'll just deal with this. And so I'll show you what the floor pattern that we're going to have in this room. Okay, so done. There. So I think this is mostly what this room's going to look like from this angle. However, we still we'll need to add some bits onto here. So what we're going to need to do here is, I am actually here going to create an iron shovel. I feel like I need to dig away some of this floor. Also here, what we will do eventually is I'm actually going to add some gravel just to properly connect out to the paths, but I'll leave that like that for now. Don't worry, it won't be permanent though, so hopefully you won't need hay from it for that. Okay, so let's quickly just get rid of all of this. And I think it's, let me see how long this is, so that's 5 by 7, so that's 35 pieces altogether. So yeah, we are going to need a few more pieces of sandstone, I can tell. So I think I'm actually going to create 6 more pieces of sandstone then. And I'm more concerned we're going to have enough stone slabs, so hopefully that shouldn't be too much big issue. So first let's do these. So it's basically going to be first sort of pattern of sandstone and stone slabs. Because I think that kind of looks a bit like, it kind of looks as if it's like going to be in a kitchen, which is kind of what this area is going to be in many ways. Also, we're going to need 2 more. So there we go. Perfect. And also this bit needs to go as well. And then the rest of this is all going to be stone slabs. Okay, that should be a sandstone there, but I'll probably do that in a second. So, quickly just finish this off. And yeah, there we go. So generally, this is what this room's going to look like for the most part. So what I'm going to do quickly before we end this video is I'm actually going to need to light this room up before we get loads of mobs spawning in here, because well, that's the last thing I'd want, particularly if it was a creeper. And yeah, so this is what this place looks like so far. So basically, this is kind of the way you're going to come in if you're queuing. So then the way it's going to work is you're going to basically go around the queue through here, and eventually you'll come out here, and then you basically, all you have to do actually is you have to like probably throw over some gold, and I'll press a button, and then your food gets thrown to you, and then you go through here, and out this door. And if you're working in the place, then you go through this door and through here. And if you're fishing, then basically this is going to be the fishing room, which we're going to work on in the next video. So yeah, hopefully this kind of makes some sense. Either way though, in the next video we're actually going to be making something fun. Although I'm going to have to warn you now, it does involve a little bit of redstone, but it's not too complicated, so don't be deterred because of redstone. Anyway, that's just about does it for this video, guys, so I really hope that you all enjoyed it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, as well as suggest some cat names, and I will see you in episode 149. Bye, guys!